Today in class we will be drawing pictures of 3D figures. For this lesson you will need your cup of cubes. There are 8 cubes in each cup. You will need a piece of graph paper, a piece of paper like this that has front, back, left, right. Your teacher will have both of these for you. You will also need a crayon or a colored pencil. It doesn't matter what color, it's just a crayon or colored pencil will work best for this lesson. Stop the video, gather these supplies, come back, press play when you're ready to continue. Alright, let's start by creating the same building. So I'm going to get out 6 cubes. And what I want you to do first is to make a row of 3 cubes like this. Okay? Then I want you to put 2 cubes attached to one side. So you have a row of 3 and a row of 2 connected, and this will be the bottom of our building, our figure. So if I turn it like this so you can see, there's the bottom. So then I want you to take the last cube and put it in the corner. Alright? So again, you have a row of 3, a row of 2, and then you have 1 on top in the corner. Now if you still need some time to build this figure, why don't you stop the video and then press play when you're ready to continue. Alright, we're going to actually set our building aside. We have one more thing to do before we start. I want you to get your graph paper and I want you to fold it in half. Okay, and don't worry about the lines. Just fold it in half once and then fold it in half a second time. Okay? And then you know when you fold it in half 2 times, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Okay? And you can take your crayon and, of course, draw on the folded lines. Okay? And then up here in the top, would you write front? And then let's write back. And again, you're just writing with your crayon. And then let's go down to the bottom and write left. And then on the other side, let's write right. And while we're at it, let's flip it over and do the same to the back. So draw the lines. Okay, write front, back, left, and right. Alright, press pause if you need to finish this, and then start the video again when you have this completed on both sides of your graph paper. Alright, now I want you to take your paper that says front, left, back, and right and place it on your desk. Then take your building and take it just like I have and place it in the middle just like this. So check and see, do you have your front that has 2? Is that closest to the front? And do you have this one that's a little taller closest to the right? Okay, and then if that's what you have, you should have 1, 2, 3 with the one on top closest to the back. So just make sure that you have it placed like this, and you're going to leave it in this spot. We're not going to move what we'll call our building, but what we're going to be doing today is drawing what this building looks like from different views, from the front, back, left, and right view. And we'll be drawing them on our graph paper that you have ready. So have this setting off to the side with your crayon ready to draw. Now, in order to get a good view, we need to go down and look at it from the front view. So get down below your desk so that your vision is even with the front. And again, I know I'm on the front because there it says front. All right. And what I see when I look at this is that on the bottom I have 1, 2, 3 cubes, and on top of that, over here on my third cube, I have a second cube. So what does that look like if I draw it? Well, let's remember now that we have 1, 2, 3 cubes on the bottom. I am going to go over to my paper and I am going to color in 1, 2, 3 cubes. So I've drawn 1, 2, 3, and then I'll just shade them in. And then I look back, and on top of my third cube I have one more cube. So I go over here and I find my third cube and I add one more. So that is my front view. Now, if you want to turn your paper, okay, and so that you're looking at the back view and go eye level, what do you notice? Yeah, I notice that now I still have 1, 2, 3 cubes, but my extra cube on my second row is on the first cube instead of over here. So then when I go over and draw my back, I'm again going to draw my 3 cubes, okay, shade them in, and this time I'll put my extra cube on the first cube. So there is my back view, and I double check. They're exactly the same. Now, let's go back and let's turn and look at the left view. So turn your paper, go down and look. Now tell me what you see. Yeah, even though I know that there are a lot more cubes in this design, when I look at from the left, it looks like there is 1, 2 at the bottom, and then an extra one stacked on top of the first cube. And so over on my left page, I will draw 2 on the bottom, color them in, and then 1 more on the top of the first one. Now what do you think the right side will look like? Well, let's turn our paper to look at the right side. Go down so you're at eye level. Ah, is that what you were thinking? That there was still 2 on the bottom, and then in the second row there was an extra 1 on top of the second cube. And of course we know that there's more cubes in this building, but from the right view, that's all we see. So let's go back here, draw 2 more, shade them in, oops, okay, and then draw 1 more on top of the second cube, and there is my view. Alright, now that we've done that together, what I'd like you is to flip over and do the same thing on the back, but take apart this design that we made. And use your cubes. You can use all 8, or you can use less than 8, it's up to you, to design a new building. Place your finished building in the middle of our front, back, left, right paper, and then get down and look at eye level and then color it in just as we did here. Now you're going to hand this in when you are done. If you still have questions and are not sure what to do, why don't you rewind the video or go back and listen to it again. You're doing a great job.